And let's get the camera settle for a minute. And action.
Hello, I'm George Ellington, Master of Ceremonies for the first Legends of Dance Awards, being celebrated this year on October the 7th. I'm here in Beverly Hills, California, with the founders of the West Coast Classical Ballet Society and artistic directors of the Legends of Dance Awards, Nadia and Golden Koscuik. We are fortunate to be here in Beverly Hills, California, in the home of Ann Miller, film and dance star who is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of her lifelong work in musical theater, film, and in appreciation of Ann's contribution to the performing arts, which has helped enrich the lives of numerous people the world over, myself included. Good afternoon and congratulations, Ann Miller.
Perfect. And action.
Hello, I'm George Ellington, Master of Ceremonies for the first Legends of Dance Awards, being celebrated this year on October 7th. I'm here in Beverly Hills, California with the founders of the West Coast Classical Ballet Society and artistic directors of the Legends of Dance Awards, Nadia and Golden Koscuik. We are fortunate to be here in Beverly Hills, California, in the home of Ann Miller, film and dance star, who is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of her lifelong work in musical theater, film, and in appreciation of Ann's contribution to the performing arts, which has helped enrich the lives of numerous people the world over, myself included. Good afternoon and congratulations, Ann Miller.
Perfect. Look that way, please.
Don't you want, is he not going to talk?
Nope, you're just going to come down into it.
Okay, I'm kind of. Thank you. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the Legend of Dance Award from the West Coast Ballet Society. Ballet, to me, is the foundation of all dance. Ballet creates balance, posture, it creates breathing, creates grace, and to me, that is the most important thing in the world. When I was a little girl of 6 years old, my mother gave me ballet and tap and acrobatic lessons. And then when I grew up, around 10 or 11, we came out from Houston, Texas to California, and I worked with Tanya Lashine. I took ballet lessons from her. I can't think of her Russian name, but she was a very famous ballerina in Russia.
That's right.
And then
Bria
she-
Bachinska.
Yes, what was her name?
Bria Bachinska?
Yes, that's
Yes.
it. Yes, very
Well,
good.
That makes two of us.
Oh, good.
Baby ballerina.
Yes, and then she married David Lashine, who became world famous because he created Afternoon of a Faun, Debussy's Afternoon of a Faun. And she was wonderful for me. I learned so much from her. But when we talk of the world of the dance, we mustn't forget modern jazz, because I work with a lot of dance directors, and I think that Jack Cole really
Right.
got the ball rolling on that one.
Absolutely.
But ballet, for me, created the foundation for my world of tap. So I wish to thank you for this very great honor.
Quite welcome.
And we wish to thank you enormously for having inspired us all our lives with your magnificent dancing.
Thank you.
And this is just a small token of our appreciation for your collection, actually.
Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. How lovely.
Anyone look here? Do you want to get another shot? Hold on. We're going to take some pictures now.
Don't get too low. You'll make me look like a goofball.
This is a wide angle lens.
Come on up.
So,
Even
No, you're
Paul.
too low down, Paul.
there we go.
Possibly make you look like a goof.
Now they get down low.
Once you come up and take one, maybe just level.
Okay.
Yeah, that
would
would
be a
be
couple
good.
of level ones there. Wonderful. Now, what the devil did you do to your ankle?
Sprained it
How did you do that?
in the bathroom.
Oh no.
Slipped.
Hold on, let me switch
It's so nice of you to mention Tanya Lachine.
Oh, I
Marvelous,
just
yeah.
adored her. I became, when I did You Can't Take It With You, and I was supposed to be Essie Carmichael, the world's worst ballet dancer. Well, she had to teach me to be bad.
That would have been impossible.
Oh,
Nadia? There we go. Good, let me get a couple of close-ups. Now, before you do that, I would like to suggest that we just, do you
Do it
think you
again?
could do your speech just from right there
Yeah.
one more time? Why don't you hand them
Yes,
back
it
the
would be-
award? We have to take that away from you
now, we
now.
have to remember, I'm talking to a big audience out here.
Okay, yeah,
So I can't be looking at you people.
I
I
understand.
have to
Absolutely.
talk, I
yeah.
can look at you.
Yeah.
You
now
didn't
and
mind
then.
our reactions either,
No,
did
no,
you?
no, not at all. But I mean, but you have to remember, you're all
Mhm.
talking, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is just, we'll do the same thing,
All right.
and I'll just do it a little bit closer on you.
Pat, did I stick to the script? Where's the script? You got
You
it?
did good. You did fine.
I did, okay.
Sounded great.
You've always done things on
You're
one
such a
take, I've
natural
heard.
speaker.
That's what I've heard.
What'd you say?
You're a natural speaker.
Yeah.
Nah.
You are.
Okay, so we're going to start from the point where you hand her the microphone, and
Oh.
go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the Legend of Dance Award from the West Coast Ballet Society. You know, ballet to me is the foundation of all dance. Ballet teaches you balance, posture, breathing, rhythm, and grace. And I remember when I was a little girl of 6 years old, my mother made me take ballet, tap, and acrobatics back in Houston, Texas. And then later on, when I came out to California, I was fortunate enough to be in the class and to take some private lessons also from Tanya Lachine, who was a very great Russian ballerina.
Yes,
What
she
was her
was.
name? You mentioned that you knew her name.
Ria Pachinska.
Ria Pachinska. And then, of course, she married David Lachine, who became internationally world famous because he created Afternoon of a Faun, Debussy's Afternoon of a Faun. When we speak of the world of the dance, we mustn't forget modern jazz. And I've worked with so many different dance directors. I think that Jack Cole is the one that really got the ball rolling on that one. But he was also ballet trained. But for me, ballet was the foundation in my world of tap. And thank you for this wonderful award. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was absolutely marvelous.
That was perfect.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, and this is a small token of our appreciation.
Oh, how
You.
beautiful. Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
All you've done for dance.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
You've been an inspiration to so many classical dancers, I can't tell you, because it's the timing and the perfect way you've done every dance I've ever seen you do.
Thank you. What a
Inspired
wonderful
me.
compliment, my word. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nadia, I'm just going to have you repeat what you just said, and I'm going to get a different angle on you, so that you
Was
can
that-
you can
oh,
cut that
okay.
together. That was terrific.
Good.
A little bit step word for word.
Good.
Okay, Nadia,
The
can you
light click
repeat what
out.
you just said to her, please? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay.
I just want to thank you for all the great inspiration you've given every classical dancer, especially me. And you'll laugh at this probably, but when I saw you do Dancing the Blues Away,
Shaking the blues
Shaking
away.
the Blues Away in Easter Parade, whenever, you're going to laugh at this, but whenever I had to dance Giselle, Act 1 variation, I used to think of how you timed it. And I borrowed your timing a bit on Act 1 Giselle.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful.
because ballet music isn't that great, but the music that you have for the musical comedies and the jazz is so incredibly rhythmical that you can pick up the tempo, but you have to see an expert like you to do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Terrific. One more wide shot.
I love that shaking of music.
Okay, Golden, you seem to be the director. And we're rolling, and action.
Oh,
This is for you.
thank you. How wonderful.
On behalf of the citizens of California, thank you for those lovely words and thoughts, Ann Miller. I'm sure the generations of performers to come will enjoy watching you on camera as much as we do.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and I'm just going to do a close-up now. And we'll do it again. Just this is a two-shot, the two of you. Okay? And action.
On behalf of the citizens of California, thank you for those lovely words and thoughts, Ann Miller. I'm sure that generations of performers to come will enjoy watching you on camera as much as we do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and students. Welcome to the Legends of Dance Awards and Dance Escapade. I'm George Ellington, your Master of Ceremonies for today's events, and later in the program, I'm lucky I get to sing a couple of songs for you. Dance Escapade is presented in collaboration with the Los Angeles Countywide Arts Open House, coordinated by the Los Angeles County Arts Commission in honor of National Arts and Humanities Month and in association with the Cultural Services Division of the City of Torrance. We would like to also thank Robin Morishita, Financial Advisor of the American Express office here in Torrance, and California Federal Bank Westwood Branch for their support. Also, we wanted to recognize the many dance students and their families who have worked so hard over a short period of time to make this a memorable occasion. And we wanted to thank the local media, Torrance City Cable, and the Los Angeles Times who are here today covering and enjoying today's events. It's a great honor for me to be here today in this beautiful theater here at the Torrance Civic Center. What a wonderful facility you have here. One person we can truly thank for that is one of our local district assembly members, Mr. George Nakano, and other founding members of the Torrance Cultural Arts Center and the perseverance on the part of the Torrance Cultural Arts Center Foundation. Today marks premiere performances by members and apprentice dancers of Angel City Ballet. It is also an opportunity for us to unite and bring regular quality dance programming to the South Bay community, which Angel City Ballet hopes to do. Some of today's honorees and performers have come great distances to be here for this free event. At this time, we would like to ask you all to turn off your pagers, cellular, your phones, and please do not take flash photography during the performance. It's very dangerous for performers. You're welcome to mingle with the performers following the day's program and take photos at that time. Now, we would like to present some awards to the honorees in attendance. Unfortunately, some of our honorees could not be with us personally today, but we are grateful for all they have done for the profession of dance and the performing arts in one or more ways. I think at this point in time, I'd like to introduce to you one of the founding directors of the West Coast Classical Ballet Society, Mr. Golden Koscuik.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you here to this special day in honor of National Arts and Humanities Month and Dance Escapade. First time that our group of dancers are going to dance on the stage, so we think it's a very special honor. And we're very happy that all of you decided to come to this event today. I think without further ado, we'd like to start with the awards ceremony for these special people that have helped us and who have helped the city enormously in the past. So, George, I'll leave it to you.
The founders of the West Coast Classical Ballet Society are pleased to recognize an educational and cultural leader within our community, a man who has done so very much to enhance the lives of its citizens. This man is George Nakano. Please join me in welcoming Assemblyman Nakano.
Ladies and gentlemen, George, we want to present this to you on behalf of the West Coast Classical Ballet Society, Angel City Ballet. It's just I'll read it to you. It says, in honor of National Arts and Humanities Month and in appreciation for your continued efforts to bring culture and education into our lives, which you certainly have done. And look at this wonderful theater that you've helped to bring to this center here at the Torrance, and we honor you for that. So please accept this. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a real honor to receive an award from the West Coast Classical Ballet Company, as well as from the Angel Ballet Academy. I have to tell you, with Golden and Natasha bringing this ballet program here to Torrance has raised the level of ballet to another level that we have never seen. And also, I was happy to see that we were able, and I was on the city council during the time we built this cultural arts center, and we completed in 1991. We even visited different locations like Pepperdine University, Cal State Dominguez Hills, and a few other places before we made the determination what kind of facilities should we have, as well as the kind of theater we should have. And I have to say that when I hear from the performers who come here, they all indicate that the acoustic in this theater is so superb that this is a place where they really like to perform. And I'm just happy that I played a small part in bringing this Cultural Arts Center here to Torrance. I think it has enriched this community much more, and you have made our community much richer by bringing the level of ballet here to Torrance. Thank you very much.
I'd like to add one thing. Mr. Nakano is actually quite an artist, actually, in his own right. I believe you practice kendo, don't you? Yes. And so he's very familiar with the movement and dance and the arts, and this is another reason we think it's so special to have you here in support of that. Thank you very much.
Our next honoree is a veteran dancer, ballet master, and coach who has been working professionally in Southern California for over 40 years, Paul Moore. In previous years, Paul established one of LA's first dance companies, which was housed at the Music Center. He has been a ballet teacher at the Lycée Français School in West Los Angeles for many years, and he has taught in nearly every ballet school in Los Angeles and Orange County. Even today, he travels the city hundreds of miles per week to teach children of all ages. Angel City Ballet looks forward to continuing him, or counting on him, as a permanent member of their faculty. Please, a warm welcome for Paul Moore.
Well, Paul, I've known this gentleman for some time now, and to my great pleasure, he's actually been a guiding light in my career for lots of different reasons. And he actually has coached us personally on this particular event in some of the pas de deux sections that you'll be watching. Paul, I don't know what to add to what Mr. Ellington said, but I'd like to read this to you. This is your award. It's for pedagogy, which is for teaching. And it says here, in honor of National Arts and Humanities Month and in recognition of your dedication as ballet master and coach in Southern California for over 40 years, thank you for sharing the values and traditions of the French classical ballet with us all. Here you go.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be here today. I thank you. I think after 40 years, I've heard it. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Where would we all go if we didn't go to the movies every now and then? Hopefully to see more dance, like we'll be seeing here today in just a few minutes. Our next honoree is well known through her work as director, producer, performer, choreographer, and she is highly respected in many communities for her perseverance to assist the underprivileged. Debbie Allen can't be here today, but we wanted to thank her for her efforts to bring the arts to a variety of communities.
I'd like to make one mention on Debbie Allen. I know she's very busy. She's in filming and production now for a new movie, and she has been working for years trying to establish a ballet company of her own. And in the future, she has told us personally that she'd very much like to work with our children and the young youths in the ballet as well as the professionals. She might actually do some choreography in the future, and she's 100% behind us. And she's doing some projects, I believe in Inglewood or within that area, and she's trying to help some of the communities that are less financially have the opportunities that some of us might have had, and she's going ahead with that. So we'd like to thank her for all of her work and time.
It's sort of like frickin' frack up here, isn't it? That's not in my script. I'm sure we all remember those wonderful, exciting musical dance films like Easter Parade, On the Town, and of course the compilation That's Entertainment. All of us know or have heard of Ann Miller, who is synonymous with grace, beauty, charm, and a very caring individual. Unfortunately, Ann can't be here today, but we honor her nonetheless. Yesterday, a taping was done at her home in Beverly Hills with her acceptance of the Legends of Dance a Lifetime Achievement. At next year's awards, we will be showing the taping. She was a very gracious host in her home and spent well over 2 hours with us, chatting and reminiscing, and just being the wonderful, gracious star that she is. Thank you to the great Ann Miller. The last award is a memorial tribute, and it's a tribute to Titania, and I'm going to mispronounce this terribly, I'm sure. Ryabushinskaya Lashine. The trophies, the tribute is on display in the lobby. Actually, I think it's right down on my feet here. Unfortunately, none of the family could be here today due to another loss in their family. Our warmest wishes go to the Lashine family. As you will see shortly, Nadia Koscuik will be performing a dance tribute to this great artist, dancing in the Prelude of Les Sylphies, one of her favorite roles as a dancer.
We'd just like to give everybody a look for those of us who can see this award from here at all. This is a wonderful picture of Tatiana Ryabushinska-Lashine. She just recently passed, and I must say that I'm very proud to have been one of her students in my younger years. She was a guiding light and gave me a lot of opportunities. And so please get a chance to take a look at this plaque out in the lobby area. So we'd like to thank Tanya for at least being with us in this lifetime. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to begin our artistic program. Please stay tuned for the spectacular sounds of the Panagea Orchestra following in just a little while. I hope you'll all sit back and enjoy the program. And now, if you will excuse us for just a second, I have to go backstage and get another microphone because I get the honor of opening this program with a song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
If everyone could please remain seated, we're going to start the program artistic side. Thank you.
offspring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege now to introduce the next act to you. If I could have my notes, that would be great. One moment, please. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce to you the Artistic Director of the Umlinga Performing Arts Center, Eswar Ganesh. He and his student, Sayale Obsai, will be performing a wonderful piece for you, the poem followed by Natisha Katon.
The first item I'll be presenting is Viratham, or poem. In this poem, the devotee describes the radiant beauty of Lord Shiva. His two hands show the gesture of granting the boon and removing the fear. He is the one who holds the fire in his hand, one of the sources of light. He is the one who holds the drum, and the sounds of the drum represent the universal beat. His adornment is the moon, the principle of procreation, and the sacred angels gently flows in his matted locks, representing purification of the negative energy. He is Nataraja, the Lord of Dance at the temple of Chidambaram, and he is the embodiment of universal energy. The devotee meditates upon the lotus feet of Lord Shiva to awaken the spiritual self in him. This is followed by Natisha Kautvam, an invocatory item in praise of Lord Shiva. Here, the various aspects of Lord Shiva are described. He is Ardhanarishwara, in whom the male and the female energy is blended as one, without duality. He's an ascetic in deep meditation, reflecting peace and eternal bliss. He's Nataraja, the dancing lord, reflecting the every